And a Merry Christmas to you all. It's that time of the year again. It is time to give love, show kindness, and celebrate. Yes, celebrations indeed are in order. And this gorgeous cake before you is telling you that here too we are celebrating. It is Weekend Deal coming to you from the network service of the NTA. My name is Patience Eloy Abba. And the elegant Thelma is here too. Thelma.
Patience. You know, we've gone from compliments of the season to Merry Christmas.
And
it's a Merry Christmas I wish you all.
From the way I look, I'm sure you know, we are celebrating. But we are celebrating with a talk. Hashtag, if you may, don't go overboard. Keep it real, keep it practical. I mean, like in 2021, it was said that most Nigerians, there was a survey by World Remit, and it said that most Nigerians spend 100% of their income during the Christmas period. It shouldn't be so. We must be careful with our spending. Now, to start the conversation, it's our backgrounder as put together by St. Benny.
Good girl. All right? So, it's Christmas.
Yes.
You all insisted that you are going to decorate the house, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what is your reason?
Not only Christian countries of the world, you will see that the season of Christmas is celebrated in such a very beautiful, fashionable, glorious, and joyful mood because they want the people to have a connect with the season.
It's the decoration for me. I just love it. Like, see, before you do, anytime I step out and I come back in, seeing this thing, go, oh God, it smells.
I would call them liberal Christians who want to just plant these trees around the house and around worship places just to make sure that the aesthetic speaks. The season, the atmosphere is lighting up so that it can express the joy of the gift of salvation that is received from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
So it depends on the kind of event you're having, right? So if you want an event that is going to be in the 9s, right, we can get something that is not so expensive. You can get something that is multicolored because it's in the 9s, you can see it will pop. You will not spend a lot of money, right? Then if you have an event that's in the daytime, you would have to probably get a lot of bigger displays that you can hang so people can see it when they come in. So you can have your Santa socks hanging somewhere. You can have your gift wrap somewhere. You can have different other Christmas items and accessories just to make it look very good because it's daytime. You wouldn't spend so much money.
People also believe that the fireworks can be attached to it to beautify it, to increase the joy of it. Fireworks in civilized society never mean any evil, never create any panic. But because we are living in a tense era, in a tense environment, in a tense situation, firework could trigger another problem. And that's why the police will always be there to advise that, no, we mellow down, we avoid it so that we don't create unnecessary tension.
Yes, mommy. If the Lord says, go back home, children, by 9 o'clock, what do you do?
You go back home.
And if the Lord says, do not break the colors that have been used to paint the street or the decorations, don't pull them out. What do? Don't pull them out.
In fact, in the United Kingdom as well as America, they try to reconstruct the reality of the works of Bishop St. Nicholas by having what you call in your generation today Santa Claus.
And when the angel of the Lord appeared to the shepherd, they sing songs. They sing Hosanna in their eyes. Good news have come and favor of God have come among men. So if that was what happened at the birth of Jesus, then when we remember the birth of Jesus, we remember to sing. We remember to praise God. We remember to worship God. And that's what we do at Carol.
If this year you cannot even buy anything, you can just have your do-it-yourself something, anything, papers, anything at all.
There are 5 magic words. There are 5 magic words. There are 5 magic words that I know. Oh, please forgive me. Sorry, thank you. And the last one, pardon me.
Did you hear thank you?
Pardon me, thank you.
And for those of us who are privileged by God, either to have government offices or whatever office that you occupy, don't allow the devil to use you to inflict pain on anybody this Christmas.
Very interesting that every day you never say you've learned everything or you know everything, little matter how much you know, because every day in amazing ways you can still imbibe new things, new cultures, new practices. And one we're reminding ourselves of here today is not to go overboard during celebration periods such as the one we're celebrating now. I just read somewhere that there's no cure for overspending, that you will cure yourself of it when your pocket is empty. But we'll go to Enugu now because there's much talk about hair. You know, how do we do ourselves up in periods such as this? We want to look very fashionable, very sophisticated. I want to do it for our children as well. Well, Enugu's been capturing all the amazing outcomes. Let's see what they find.
Next person on the queue. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Long time. Fine. How's your fine? What name would you like to do?
A time when the tapestry of creativity is evident in beauty salons. Females, both young and old, immerse themselves in the artistry of intricate, extravagant, and colorful hairstyles, creating a spectacle that mirrors the festive glitz.
It's the festive season and I decided to try something new. My hairstylist did a very nice job and I really love my hair.
Within the confines of some notable salons here in Enugu State lies a skilled hairstylist who has become a magician in this field, turning strands of hair into creative and unique masterpieces.
The truth is, I have this thing about creativity. So whenever any festive period is coming like this, you see me trying to do extraordinarily what I have been doing, so that my clients will be so satisfied and then they will always want to come back to me and then bring more clients to me. So that's why you see rush in this place, because I always give them the best.
A trip to some renowned spots in town showcased arrays of hairstyles from natural, classy to braids. The creative process becomes a celebration in itself.
Because it's the festive period, I love looking good. So how do I look? Hope I look beautiful.
Baby girl, hope the hair is not paining you, right?
No.
Okay. Please, if it pains you, do let me know. Okay. Right?
However, amid the festive cheer, there is a paradoxical trend that raises eyebrows. Some parents subject their children to uncomfortable salon experiences, taking beauty overboard.
I want to look beautiful for the Christmas because I know I'm going to follow mommy out a lot.
My take is, like what I'm doing for this little baby now, she's not going to have headache. Her edges are not going to break off. and she will still look beautiful. See how my baby girl is looking beautiful already. You see, so I think it is better we give kids the hair look that is actually okay for them or that suits them rather.
Thank you, Mommy. I love my hair.
Wow, the hair is so beautiful. I love it. I would like to make the public understand that a child's hairstyle is usually a subtle representation of their identity. So please, I would like us to refrain from making intricate hairstyles. Let us stick to simple and protective hairstyles for our kids. No need for lashes, no need for makeup. There are some psychological implications attached to making these hairstyles. These include low self-esteem, social withdrawal, anxiety, and even depression. So, daddies and mommies, please let us allow our children breathe.
In the kaleidoscope of youth-high transformations, the salon serves as both a stage for personal expression. There must be a delicate balance between celebration and impact on the younger members in the beauty exploration.
I always say that the activities leading or heralding Christmas is the real Christmas because a whole lot is going on. And as far as the hair industry is concerned, it's on fire. But my concern, and I like what the expert said, is to let the children breathe. Please let their scalp. Their scalps are tender. Let's not put all the fashion-forward heavy styles on their heads. I mean, they have time to explore fashion as they grow. So, okay, so our guests, our first set of guests are in the house. These are people who have experienced Christmas in, Christmas out. God has been gracious to them as a couple. And then they'll be joining the conversation to tell us how we can celebrate Christmas without breaking bank or breaking our joy. Don't forget, don't break bank and don't break your joy. Let's meet our couple virtually. I'm looking at their profile and I'm like, oh, so beautiful. Let's meet our couple, Mr. and Mrs. Olayinka. You're welcome to the Weekend Day Studios.
Thank you.
Let me just do, this is not a real question, but let me start. How long have you been married?
We've been married for 25 years.
Oh, you've eaten like 25 Christmases together.
Maybe that should be 26, Abby.
Okay.
Because of that year plus 25.
So many Christmases together, so you have enough experience of your slave. I mean, we are advising Nigerians to take it easy. Yeah. Okay, judging from all your Christmases, what are you doing different this year? How did you prepare for this Christmas? I see you have 3 boys, 3 men. How did you do it?
Okay. I made a lot of preparations, and what I did was to start early.
Okay.
Like since July, I made some of the clothes they will wear and kept and told them this is for Christmas so that we don't pay high tailor costs. And then the things we need, we bought a lot long before the Christmas.
Planning before. Tell me, have you heard that?
That's interesting.
That's interesting. You don't have to wait for that.
I heard somebody
period.
say that at the end of November. That is good for you to start to plan early. Oh, I'm hearing about July.
Yes.
That's amazing. But we all know that not everyone may have the extra money to start to plan early. So it takes an uncommon kind of innovative person like you who do that. July, and your sons left the clothes.
Yeah.
You know how children can be, even though you tell them it's for Christmas, they will be,
Remember in those days, I'll go and pick. What I'll do in those days, when my mother is out, I'll open the box, look at it. If you give me joy, then I'll go and play again. I'll come back and check it.
They are matured now and they are used to it because I do it regularly.
Wow.
You always plan way ahead.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, wow. That's one good thing with my wife. When she will be raising the alarm that please, something has to be done as soon as possible. I will still be thinking we still have more time. But I let her have her way.
Yeah.
And it works.
Because I know.
And it works.
Okay, so I like to, at home tomorrow, if I come to your house, what am I expected to eat? What am I expected? I want to know.
Let me. Okay.
Oh, you want to take it, Oga? I was thinking about that. Okay, fine. Let Oga take this one.
No, you see, she already has made her ogbono. Already has her egusi nearing completion. That's a work in progress on that. She's the carrot and I saw them chopping those things.
Do you get your boys involved?
Yeah, yes. In fact, they were the one that I saw.
They are ready. They cook every day. They have the timetable. We know who cooks. We know who sweeps. We know who clears the table. And the one that mops, the one that empties the bin.
Madam, I'm hugging you, but I feel the hug. I'm just squeezing you at this point.
Amazing.
But you know one thing? It's also leadership by example.
Yes.
The boys are around. The girl is in UK. I cook very well.
Oh, there's a girl too.
Amazing.
Yes.
The eldest is a girl.
Yeah.
So I
She's
cook
my sister
very
because
well.
I have 5 brothers too, and I'm the only girl. So we are in the same trade.
She is the first anyway, and she has gone.
That's a nice one.
Amazing.
So the boys are excited to be part of preparation for Christmas.
Yes.
Or any time.
Before we came back from the outing, we took the last one out for yesterday. They had already diced the carrots and the peas are ready, so we are just putting it together for fried rice.
You know, if you are buying clothes in July, I'm not surprised by your level of preparation. So it does seem as though patients will be coming early. Sometimes you need to come in the afternoon, but I suspect that if she comes around 11 or 12, she just may meet everyone ready.
Wow. And I must quickly add that you're bringing up good husbands. I must tell you that cooking and cleaning the house is a life skill, not a gender role. We must tell our boys it is not a gender role, it's a life skill. Well done, madam.
Okay,
I am impressed.
It's amazing. And it's time still talking about eating, you know, while you discussed preparing food and how far ahead you can start, you know, Abuja has been doing some research on that. When we say don't overspend, we also say don't overeat.
Yes.
Do everything in moderation. But let's see what their research first up. Please share.
The holiday season brings forth an array of office parties, school gatherings, and organizational end-of-year celebrations. Nigerians have made big plans just so they can have a great time during the holidays, taking celebrations overboard. Tables now mourn under the weight of surplus delights, enticing people to indulge in an abundance of culinary pleasures. But this is done, most cases, in excess, leading to gluttony. From excessive feasts of delicious traditional dishes to extravagant spreads, which most people believe to be a cultural norm.
Excessive eating has nothing to do with their cultural background, but people have become, brought it in and made it a habit. So I think it's more of a lifestyle. More of a lifestyle to a cultural background, because you can't say in our olden days our forefathers were not heavy eaters. Our forefathers hadn't even most of these things we have in our reach, but they managed what they had. But as it is now, a lot of things are coming to play. The lifestyle of the affluence and the average. So people who are not on the heavy eating side, it's as if you are not buoyant enough to get everything, forgetting the essence of the season. In our family, when we come together, there is something that we do communion eating as a family. Now, the essence of doing that was to bond, families. Aside the air we breathe, the next important thing to man is food. So, if you understand that fact, you know that it has nothing to do with your festivity. It has something to do with your healthy living.
It's just a kind of lifestyle. It's not that it's the perfect thing, but it's just a norm. There's this feeling you get, Christmas, we go village, Christmas, Abuja, Christmas with family house. So everybody wants to just bring the whole thing to the round table and then let's have fun.
Festive feasting, if not well managed, could lead to serious health issues.
Findings have it that excess eating slows down the GI tract from functioning right. Why? Because this is where your digestive process starts from the mouth down to the throat and the rest of them. So once you have overburdened yourself with so much food, you see that you are either fighting the food internally. At the end of the day, you're having outer symptoms like heartburn, you're choking, you're trying to gasp for air, breathlessness, and the rest of them. So give your organs a little breathing space. Eat what you can consume. Promote our health. Live healthy. They say, okay, I eat at the end of the day, I'll still go to the gym. A lot of people don't know that the aftermath of what they do may not tell immediately. It tells at the long run. And it becomes, as it's slowly deteriorating, the health begins to suffer from it.
While we bother about these health issues, our economic conditions stare us in the face.
So by the time this one brings from here, when you join it together, you have made a Christmas. So it all depends on your mindset and how you view what you want to do. Because I think in some people's family, there's a savings set aside every year for Christmas. Nothing you're going to tell them, they will touch it. So whether the economy is bad or not, for me, there's a savings. Economy or no economy, we must celebrate Christmas.
In Nigeria today, no festivity, especially Christmas, is marked without the presence of our famous delight, jollof rice and fried chicken. Making food play an important role in celebrations.
Jollof rice is the easiest thing you can make because the resources for making jollof rice is just behind you. You can take 1 tin tomatoes, 1 derrica, fry it with a good onions and garlic, and put the rice in it. You already made your jollof rice. So the chicken, the aroma, when you fry it, when you grill it, when you smoke it,
it already puts you in the season.
It puts you in the season. When you are frying chicken here, the next neighbor 2 kilometers will like, wow, there's chicken in that house. When you go to those occasions, with them they open the service dish down. There's this beauty. Jollof is giving you a color, fried rice is giving you a color. Then when you now move to where the salad is in the middle, and then you now have all the different types of meats, I'm like, I go chop. So there's this feeling that food brings to a good presentation of food. I think food has a power. You might not give somebody money all the time, but if somebody has food to eat every day, I think he's blessed.
Our forefathers made it interesting, don't they? They can easily get, lay their hands on the vegetables around them, put crayfish, do their thing, pour oil. I think that's not even the jollof rice. Them pour oil. Once it's done, it's done. You pour it inside to everybody. If you know how you jump and it's so. But the thing is, the jollof rice became a trend that people could not resist.
As the year draws to a close, there's a growing concern about excessive eating and drinking, which, if not well managed, may lead to overindulgence.
Okay, I could savor and perceive the aroma of that rice, and it's actually not fair. I'm just here thinking all manner of thoughts.
But thank God Susan has something later in the show.
Susan does, right? I can't wait. Christmas Day. Okay, so our guest is still here, and then talking about food, you understand, a whole lot of people will need to cut down on their usual big tables, you know. So, Madam, this is for Madam. Give us some advices. Let some women who are listening to you. What can we do to keep the table yummy, yet, like I like to say, don't break bank?
Yes, thank you very much. I feel we should have small portions. You want to eat, have a taste of everything, but small portions. And remember, you have many other days to eat. So take it easy on yourself. Rather than taking the sugary drinks, you can take freshly squeezed juice. Take water. The season needs water. There is harmattan in the air. And we should, if you want to take a pounded yam and jollof rice, why not take one in the afternoon and take one as dinner? And then don't eat late. It's not healthy. Once it's 7 p.m., cut it off. And take fruits, take a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. If you want to take pounded yam or semovita, take little portion of the swallow and a lot of the vegetable. It will do you a world of good.
Madam, are just giving us the secret to looking good.
Everything.
Just gave us our secret.
These are health tips.
And she's looking so young, and she's talking about, okay.
You both are a role model for everyone who has been opportune to be a part of this program today. We are here, we are inspired. I'm learning. If we start to plan early, we will have a super fantastic celebration period. And we must continue to train our guys to be great husbands while training our daughters to be amazing support system for their partners. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Ayodele and Ms. Ibilola Olayinka. It's been a novel experience. We are inspired. And we eat healthy, I will try. Though I look forward to splurging and overeating at Utah. But I will try to take your advice. I remember you when I'm Selvin. I will say she said it too. If I want to sleep well, I shouldn't overeat. Thank you so very much for coming on Weekend Deal. We are indeed the better for it. We'll go to Patience's home country. No, her home state now. And what are they talking about? It's about New Year, New You. Resolutions you can keep and maintain and inspire others with. Patience. Do we go there together?
Let's go together. Makodi.
Benway welcomes us.
The tradition of New Year resolutions is traced as far back as 4,000 years in the Babylonian history, which was reportedly celebrated on the first new moon after the spring equinox and called it Akitu with an 11-day festival. Decades after, the world's population has adopted the cultural practice of planning and making promises to God, hoping to earn good favor in the coming year.
First of all, you believe in what God says, and you have your to-do list and pray over it.
So my understanding is what people basically have in their hearts or resolve to do for a particular period of time.
The puzzle, however, is whether people who have made conscious efforts to preserve this cultural phenomenon do so out of passion for self-development or the desire to meet society's standards.
Societal pressure plays a very fundamental role in the resolutions that people make. As we know, a lot of people live by the eyes of other people. They judge their success or failure, by the perception that they get from other people.
The chances of keeping these resolutions, experts believe, can only be through various parameters such as resilience and consistency. However, these are low based on the psychology of the mind. We spoke with a few people in Makurdi Metropolis who would rather not speak on camera as a result of their inability to keep their New Year resolutions.
Making a resolution which you can't really match up to it, I think there's no point.
I don't do New Year resolutions because I resolve on a daily basis what I should do, and I review what I have done and how I should go about it.
A few, however, are on the affirmative that the coming year will be great.
Okay, the year has been a bit tough, financial crunch in the whole system, inflation and all that, but God has been very wonderful.
What are your expectations for
my expectation that things will move for the better.
So I hope to achieve more in self-development.
To achieve a new year and a new you, ensure to make a wish list by writing down your set goals and aspirations. Break them down into smaller tasks, create a study routine, improve your finances, get more sleep, and above all, overcome procrastination, which is the biggest killer of dreams and resolution.
It's interesting, always nice. It's easy to make resolutions, but it's sometimes challenging to keep them. So you must make resolutions that are realistic, that you can work towards keeping and sustaining over time. We want to thank the wonderful lady that made this cake. She's Chioma Umbama. She's the CEO of Chipsy's Oven. This is, she brought this for us on Weekend Deal for the entire crew and all the friends of Weekend Deal to savor and enjoy. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. Our conversation is still around Christmas. We're celebrating. But like I said, hashtag what? Celebrate with caution. Don't break bank. Don't break your joy. Our next guests are here. So, you know, on weekend day, we like to switch things up and down and make it cool so you can feel us and we can feel you. Our next guests are a young couple who will be leading us through the celebration and how they're doing it. Let's meet them virtually first. So all we have been saying is, Tema kept saying, I mean, this couple, they just bring the love on and it's palpable. Yes. Okay, let's meet them, Mr. and Mrs. Okere. Hello, people.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the Weekend Day Studios.
Thank you very much.
It is the Christmas celebration, and we just spoke to a couple who have told us what they do, how they prepared. Can we feel you? How did you prepare? I mean, you are a younger couple. Oh, first, I asked them, so it would be unfair not to ask you. How long have you been married?
I've been married for 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. So everything is still interesting.
Everything is still very fun.
She did like this. She did like this. What that means? Only how. Okay, everything is still.
Everything is still tam-tam.
Together.
The normal slangs we're going to use on the street.
You say tam-tam.
The excitement, the vibrance,
oh, yeah.
You know, you are doing things together. Is the two some other way?
Yes, so I love it.
Wonderful. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So how are you preparing? How did you prepare, or how are you still preparing for tomorrow?
The preparation for us is not actually something we started now, because for us there's a reason for the season, so which we've always been living in the consciousness all the while, and so now it's just like an extra expression of it. So all the while we've been preparing, just because it has a mood. There's an atmosphere surrounding Christmas and the celebration. So just for us to be part of it, so we've done the normal ritual every other person will do, or every other couple will do, going from the physical things. There are some spiritual aspect to it, and the material things, and there's also some psychological aspect to it.
Oh, psychological.
Yes, and we've been able to put that together.
I can just imagine your daughters. Wow. Are they watching you now?
No.
They are still sleeping.
They are sleeping. Those are babies.
Toddlers.
Yes,
they will sleep and resting and all that. I know that when we were talking with Mrs. Olayinka earlier, she talked about preparation starting in July. And she had us mouth agape for like some minutes, not seconds. So, but tell us about you. I know Daddy has Uncle Dino has said his own. Please, Mommy, why your mouth? Tell us the real deal. I know that Daddy will say, but you've been doing your own under the surface. You've been planning and prepared because guests may come, or you guys could choose to go out.
Yes.
What are the plans?
The plans started earlier. Yes, and we've put necessary things in order.
Okay.
Like shopping for the house, for the kids, for the things we'll eat, and also exchanging gifts to loved ones.
Okay.
Reaching out to people at home, our parents, our siblings, and our loved ones.
Okay.
Some people would like to go overboard,
yes,
which is not a problem. The way they choose to do theirs is not a problem, but understanding how your own works is very important.
So that you don't run amok,
Exactly.
run yourself out.
Run yourself out
Interesting.
and out of your budget.
out of your budget, out of the home finally.
Out of the home, finally.
Because if you don't do what will bring unity, you do what will bring discord.
Exactly.
And when discord continuously comes,
People
can
can
have
break.
yes.
Okay, but again, I wanted to speak to this because now I just asked her if you come to the table, for example, and say, babe, this is what I have, I don't have this. Now how would you present a situation? Because at times the way that it's presented could also mar or make.
Exactly.
The way communication, that's where communication comes in celebratory times like this. How will you present it to this beautiful one, your man, to say, okay, this time we are eating chicken leg alone, not even a chicken feather, not even a chicken hands, wings. How are you going to present it?
I actually love bringing it to the reality and of my own self, how it has been with me and how I think it will always be. So I always try to place a kind of modality and place a kind of checks and balances in whatever I'm doing. So basically, I have not been in a situation where I say this is what or how it will be for us. And in the normal common sense, it is not obtainable or it is not acceptable. So in the actual sense, like most of us will say, we plan for Xmas early enough to make it at least moderate for everybody. Like when I was a single guy, I know I have like maybe let me just say maybe like 20 people I'll just have to reach out for Xmas. Now I'm married, I have my in-laws.
Yes,
I have. So, so if there are things, maybe some kind of frivolities I will do before, I will cut out just to be able to add value to the extra people I have now. So in that context, I've not been in a situation whereby, because all these things are planning and all these things are defining priority. We all have preferences. So in that process, I make sure I reach out and make sure these particular needs, because they are needs. I don't believe in all the wants. The needs is what I take care of. So I present to her and she understands that in the normal or general term, this one is acceptable. So she accepts it.
Sometimes the words need not be exchanged. The woman could come to you or you could go to her. Anyhow, there's communication. We celebrate you. We're learning quite a bit. Wow. And this is how it should be. Don't say because it's just 2 years, in 15 years time.
What year this?
May
God help us.
We want to celebrate you again and again.
We've built a structure whereby we want this thing to not just be temporary. Like it should go
permanent.
on and on.
Oh, Mr.
So that
Dino.
because even the kids are supposed to be a protege of
what
you are.
You are their biggest role model.
Exactly.
Okay, but I know you are preparing and we'll come back to the excitement of what will happen tomorrow. But Susan's been out there really getting together something that will whet our appetite and perhaps inspire some people as to what they'll prepare during this Yuletide. We heard of Bono for Miss Olayinka. Carrots were already being chopped by her boys. Susan, what did you and your chef chop up? What did you put together? Please show us.
Welcome to Tasty Cuisine segments, where we unwrap the magic of Christmas through delightful culinary creations. It is the season of laughter and, of course, delicious meal. On our menu today, we will be exploring a timeless Christmas recipe. And with me in the kitchen today is Chef Chinwendu, who will be showing us his own secret ingredients. My name is Susan Adamo. Glad to have you join us on Tasty Cuisine. It's over to you, Chef.
We will be making turmeric fried rice. And with me here, we have basmati rice, chicken, onion, ginger and garlic, seasoning cubes, salt, diced green peas and carrots, and your parsley leaf for dressing. So let's observe our hygiene. Boil the chicken first so as to get the stock in using to cook. You add your seasoning cubes, you add your curry, you add your ginger and garlic, and a pinch of salt to taste. You have to dice the garlic so that it can actually infuse into the chicken. Boil for about 20 minutes. At the same time, you can be parboiling your rice. You're supposed to wash the rice. We'll now pour the rice. So it's time for us to fry our chicken. Allow it to fry for about 10 to 15 minutes while we are still checking on our boiled rice to know if it is ready. So we need to take it out. Now it's also time for us to take our rice, then you wash. Yeah, after washing the rice, it's now time for us to fry the vegetables and the rice. We get our onions. Our carrots, our green beans, your seasoning cubes. You can now pour your rice gradually. Since this pot is you keep frying, ensure that the vegetable is evenly distributed with the rice. So you taste, very tasty. I think you need to try this. It's time for us to dish out the food.
See how colorful our food is. And I go on now to have a bite of my chicken. Remember, the Yuletide season is a time to share and celebrate with your loved ones. And please do everything in moderation and eat healthy. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance.
Susan, so you now come and say the Yuletide season is the time to love and share, and you put one big chicken. You couldn't even make it two. And then sneak one today, and then you give it that bite and closed your eyes. We'll talk after the show. Anyways, that was Susan there giving us what we can make. That was fast. That was beautiful. She called it, Thelma, she called
turmeric
it turmeric fried rice. So we can all make that. Our guest is still here, Mr. and Mrs. Dino. So tell me, if I come to your house tomorrow, what will I eat?
Mama, what do you have in the kitchen again?
Oh, I like that. This couple I just oozing love. Can you imagine? Mama, what do we have in the kitchen? Mama.
He's threatening people.
Honestly. He's just tensioning us anyhow.
No, it's a kitchen.
It's a kitchen. I like that.
Whatever she serves us.
Okay, so what am I coming to eat tomorrow?
We have varieties like pepper chicken.
Good.
Rice sauce. Jollof rice. And ofora.
What's ofora? No, I like that one. That one sounds the best. What's ofora? Tell me, what is it?
Okay. The series bring the ofora here.
She's bringing it. Series.
Said everything. Okay.
You like her, you know?
Why, your man? What's the plan now? Okay, what will we be sipping after we now chew?
What are we taking?
Fresh juice.
That's my department.
Okay, please. Let daddy. Mama, you said daddy.
When it comes to the sipping department, it's actually my department. But there is everything, like everything. Everything. Yes.
You drop address like the other couple because I'm coming. Address before you leave.
And we're also expecting a water from the east tomorrow.
What's Okocha now?
It's not Pami. I don't know how to go. Palm wine, yes, palm wine.
Great.
Palm wine.
Great.
Our gates are open, very, very.
Oh,
open. That's one of the things. It's like a mandate for us. Like in times like this, everybody is welcome. As much as
I know you will start the cooking pretty early, won't you?
Yes,
very well. You've already started. Will you start today or tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow.
She's up to the tax.
But you
she has the whole helper.
So she has. Oh.
Yes.
That
are
you are
teaching
doing
your
well.
daughters? We heard Ms. Olayinka say she's teaching her sons how to cook. They are all
They're still small,
but
they
are too young.
They're not.
But at least I send them on an errand.
They will
like
learn.
Pick this, do this for me.
They will learn.
Keep this where it's supposed to be. Exactly.
Because my own mom taught me to cook at the age of 6.
Oh, you can cook
very well.
I cook
a good chef.
Dino. So why your man, if you dare let the food not be sweet and tasty, I'll just tell you.
That's like I'm the one who's keeping her on her toes. Like she has to drive soon because she wants to surpass, you know.
Exactly.
So please keep trying to surpass.
I better follow our hands.
This year, raise the bar while your man trust you. You are watching Weekend Deal. It's delightful chatting with your carers. A third break beckons. We'll take it. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, welcome back. It is the season to celebrate. It is the Christmas season. And one thing that takes center stage during this celebration is the fashion. People go all out. Our dressmakers, our tailors, our designers have their hands full. Everybody wants to look radiant and beautiful. And Dayo went out to find what exactly are people wearing, what did they go through, how did they come out? Dayo, let's see.
Christmas in Nigeria is a big family event, a time when lots of family members come together to celebrate and have fun, starting with a Christmas Eve party. Then, on Christmas morning, they go to church to give thanks to God and visit families. Nigerians do the Christmas celebrations by putting on their beautiful attires, the Christmas cloth.
The festive period is more lucrative because most people like to sew clothes more during the festive season because they have a lot of events to attend and a lot of parties to go to. So people tend to sew more clothes and make more clothes during the festive season more than other periods.
The differences between now, the normal time, because this festive period which Muslim and Christian want to wear new designs, which everybody even want to travel. So they're so more than before, just because people want to look different.
Christmas is the season for big parties. It is a week-long activity of glitz and glamour which spans into the new year. People put up appearance at family gatherings, concerts and events looking all glam. It is a wonderful time of the year. Nigerians are known for great sense of fashion across the globe. No matter the economic challenges, the average Nigerian always loves to look good.
Normally, during festival like this, we have more weddings and others. So people sew more, and there is new designs that people want to like put on during their celebration.
The children that are so eager, to get red, green, white, and what have you, I can decide to go for any color of my choice. So I have different colors ready here.
Well, yes, definitely. People want more bling. People want more things that will make them come out. People want more color, like the Christmas color, which everybody knows is red. So people want to make things with the color of red. People want to make things with the color of green to look more colorful and vibrant for the festive season.
Beautiful attires always made Christmas Day feel special for Nigerians. Christmas is a beautiful season. Dress beautifully and own the day. Celebrate responsibly. Merry Christmas.
In everything, we are being advised to err on the side of caution. Celebrate responsibly, eat responsibly, drive responsibly, spend your money responsibly, because by January, you will be taking responsibility and ownership
of everything you did in December.
And all the credit calls, the occurrences are still here with us, Talking about fashion, we just saw a package on fashion. Did you make new baths this year, or you started preparing in July too, like the Lion cars, or you said no, we'll make new clothes, Joe. We have like us, so we're managing our own off. This one at 3 years. This one's 3 years old. What about you?
For me, actually, I don't buy clothes in Xmas. Anytime I have time in the year, I just keep them. So my own is, anytime I need something nice, go into my wardrobe, I know I'll find something there.
You buy all year round, so yes, it doesn't have to be.
No. It was when I was a kid. Daddy used to do this. So I've grown to understand that I don't have to join that phrase and that craze.
So when are you doing the same thing?
Yes, the same.
Yes.
You don't buy clothes in December. When you just see the D for the 12 months, you just stop smiling at designers and tailors.
But of course, you bought for the kids.
Yes.
For the kids, because.
But you bought before December, or you bought it in December.
No, I bought before December.
Because it was cheaper then, right? Okay.
And whenever I see something I like, when I have the money, I buy.
You buy. You don't necessarily have to wait for the season.
Exactly.
And one, your mom makes beautiful clothes for herself too.
Patience, we're talking about the demise of one of our celebrated icons. A broadcaster, an actor, and a great role interpreter, was an integral part of the village headmaster. In fact, he played the part of Kabiesi for many years. We celebrate the life and times of the just demised Dejumo Louis. We had the privilege of chatting with him several times in the course of our own career. Let's see the tribute.
You say Kabiesi cannot ask you a question.
Kabiesi, I'm not going to bend too low so that you don't step on me like you said. So now, speaking of your professional career,
yes.
When did it really start for you?
It started in '68.
Did broadcasting find you, or you found broadcasting?
We met at some point, let's say.
And you started off here in NTA?
I started something in NTA, and then later I became a full-time staff the following year, and I started in program planning, which is a good starting point, really, for anybody. And that gave me a good grounding into understanding television broadcasting. And then, but while I was there, my involvement in Village Headmaster, coming for recording and seeing other programs and what producers do, I felt production was my really area of calling after the priesthood.
Will soon tell us your ambition.
He has no ambition there.
Oh.
Kábíyèsí ọlọ́jà ọ̀fọ̀ yìí.
Continue to rest in peace, Kabisi, and thank you so much for blessing us with your talent and your creativity. You remain forever in our hearts.
Special thanks
Thelma.
to Gold too.
Yeah,
Gold,
Gold
was
that was
told,
beautiful.
and he quickly put that together so that we could share it with
Thank you
the
so
world
much, Gold.
today. Well done.
Thank you.
Then
The
our
sun will
thoughts.
shine again. It's not an easy time, but we're sending love, prayers, and hugs to you.
Yes.
It is well.
Indeed,
It is
indeed.
well.
We also want to say again special thanks to Chioma, who put this
Who
together.
put this cake together.
Yes. Chioma
Okay.
Obama.
Okay.
She's the CEO of Chipsy's Oven. And she put this together for Weekend Deal, all our friends. And of course, the Okires are privileged to be here too. You partake in the cutting. Wow. Thank you so much, Chioma Obama. Indeed, we're very grateful to you.
The way this cake is looking.
You want to take all of it? I like the tree. It's so wonderful. And the little elf.
There's a whole lot of
we have a
creativity from
similar,
Chioma.
look at our hat.
Our hats and that.
So the fact that we wear the same hat with the elf,
It's
true.
true.
Our
It's
own, we own
Christmas,
it.
actually.
Your final words, Dino and Daniel.
My final words remains that we should celebrate Christmas in the bounds of what we have. It's not what you desire, in the bounds of what you have. There are some people who might want to go out of their way, and at the end of the day, they will be hurt. Like there are some people who have no business going to the village. They are fought themselves. They are going to the village. Some of them might fall into some things that are avoidable. So let's remember the reason and the essence for this season.
Thank you, Dino. Why your mom?
so much.
Yes, for me, everybody should also remember the reason for the season. Families should instill discipline into their kids, into their children, to always go out there and represent
them properly. Yes.
And for us women, we shouldn't overdo anything. We should all make it within our means and pockets.
Yeah.
Nobody should pressure you. Nobody should pressure their spouse just because they want to celebrate Christmas.
Okay, our friends are joining us.
Yes, people who have been working so
Our
hard
producer,
behind.
series producer, assistant producer,
Susan who ate chicken alone.
Model in
Susan who ate chicken alone.
Series producer, we welcome Julieta. I know. Where are you? Okay, she's busy over there. Okay. We miss her. Okay. So we're together to say Merry Christmas. We say it together. Just no, we're rehearsing it now.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, go.
Merry Christmas.